Good morning, everyone. How we all doing? If you guys want to join, everything you needed to know is right there. Just waking up. Trying to wake up. Looks like it's been raining outside. We'll let it dry out a bit before I go for a ride. We'll spend a couple hours riding today. We'll see how that goes. Also gonna shoot at Farmer Joe's pot. She's got this old pot that really sucks. So I'm gonna bring it to my brother's place and we'll shoot it with 22. The nice thing about having a pot is you can put it very, very far away. I hear a bing when you hit it. You know. You know how accurate you are. So we're gonna, on this map right here, oh yeah, so yesterday I plowed this section over here where this house is, and planted grass there. Today I'm gonna plow this section up here, where all these buildings are, and plant grass there. And we've got our vehicles parked right over here. I want to make a row over here, so I'll have to reorganize it, and then plow that whole section up there, and then plant grass. Maybe someday we'll have buildings to park our stuff under. Start. Hit the start button. Well, I said it was dark out, but freaking A. It's dark out. Farmer Joe just goes, suddenly I remember I have other stuff to do. Oh, you can turn lights on without the tractor running anymore. That's a good update. You had to always start the vehicle up. Synchronizing. Turn all the lights on. We need some light. In the tractor. There you go. Where does the road exactly go? Hey, Farmer Joe. Okay, goes over there. Oh, there's still a contractor for me. Okay. Okay. Now you won't tab into my stuff. There we go. why I just didn't back up. Because I don't want to back up, that's maybe why. I should just back up, it's shorter. Problem is at night I can't tell how I'm doing here. That looks pretty good. Beside the road like that, yeah. I think I'm happy with that. You're not happy? Farmer Joe's harvesting. I'll go around the field 2 or 3 times, and then I'll grab the bigger plow. Actually, I'll go around once and grab the bigger plow. Because coloring inside the lines isn't all that important here. I feel like coloring. And there's grass growing in some of these parts already, but I'm gonna just plow it all. That way it's all even type of thing. Shouldn't take that long to plow this section. Famous last words, right? Are we up on Top of a ridge here? Totally are. Let's get down that ridge. Yeah, the ridge gets bigger. Good call. Good call. Where did I start plowing? I totally hit that plow. That's okay. Actually, I'm going to park the plows further on this end. Let's grab the big plow. The little tractor will not. The little tractor barely handles that small plow. What's that? Oh, speed up time. It's dark. Right. There we go. Time has been sped up. Yeah, I don't think you would turn a real plow around a corner. You would lift the plow and lower it again, but this is a game. See, this tractor's got really good lighting all the way around. It's a perfect circle, but I think in real life there would be high beams that you could see further on front of you. Your harvester has sucky lights? Yeah, some of the smaller equipment does have a lot worse lighting. Which makes sense. That part makes sense. I just think that the front lights should shine a little further, because I think in real life you would be able to see further ahead of you. That's going to be interesting. There's some puddles over here. What's going to happen to the map? I plow over the puddles. Are the puddles going to remain there? How's the map designed? Pretty good chance those puddles are just going to stay there. Should be okay once I get grass planted over it. Where are those puddles? Maybe they're just darker spots. Can't tell in the dark. Yeah, see, those are just darker spots there. Yeah, they might not be actual puddles. I don't see any reflection in those, so. Yeah, I think they're just darker spots on the different ground textures. I think I'll be good. I think we'll just leave that little patch up there on that edge. Good enough for me. There's grass there already anyway, so. Hey Fritz, how's it going? I get excited when the first person finally joins us in chat. That means I do exist. I'm not a figment of my own imagination. Unless you're a figment of my imagination. Fritz says he's fine. Found himself a new Zippo. An orange. An orange Zippo. So, do you still collect the other stuff? Or are you only just collecting lighters now? Like, do you still collect hubs? Do you still collect cell phones? Or do you switch hobbies? Well, tell your dad happy birthday. Zippos and phones. You've given up on hubs? See, for me, it's every time I find a unique coin, I'm like, gotta keep that coin. That'd be pretty cool. I should give out a PO box and tell everybody to send me foreign currency. Just small denomination. Coins worth nothing. That'd be awesome. I love foreign currency. Every time I see something unique from a different country, I'm like, gotta keep it. Yeah, the chipping coins are... Oh, so those are puddles. Yeah, they're definitely puddles, but I'm plowing right through them. Cool. It's good to know. You got a 19.99 euro for me? Yeah. I don't know, I've always had a fascination collecting stuff as well. That was as wide as it goes, right? So going this way would make it narrower. Yep, so we want to go all the way that way. Yep, okay, we're as wide as we can go. Cool. Farmer Joe says she grew up collecting coins, and it was funny to find out I do the same thing. Father-in-law does the same thing. I'm not hardcore into collecting coin, but I enjoy collecting. Hmm? Number 2? You're harvesting number 2? I can't tell what that is. Oh yeah, it's a small little field, yeah. So you own 2, 3, and 4? Oh, you're doing a contract, so you own 3 and 4. Oh, so you're doing a contract and then you'll harvest your own field. Okay, got it. Yeah, well, I was in there. I should look. Okay, 18. That's going to take a while. It's not even on its final growth stage yet, so it'll take a while before that field's ready. But how about field 15 as far as weeds go? Nothing yet. Okay, that's good. Ah, Farmer Joe says when my oats are ready, she wouldn't mind taking some of that straw for her horses. Oh, and actual oats. What's that? Sliver of cheese? Oh, your field. You've only got a small little wedge left. I'm like, what are you talking about? Yeah, wake up. Wake up. Whoa, big hole there. You want to get it all in one trailer? Going in cab view legs you out? Okay. Just takes a second to load type of thing. And then the leg goes away. Wonder if that's... Yeah, this map does have more leg than other maps, but it also has a lot of textures that other maps don't have. Oh, so that hole's actually got water in it. Cool. I plowed through a puddle. Oh, nice. I'll have enough money to buy another field at the rate you're going. Going to buy a hayloft. Oh, for your horses? There you can fill it up, store the hay instead of in a big pile. That would make sense. Almost done plowing this. Then I'll go plow a different section. And then come back and seed this. What's that? What? Missing crops. Did you deliver to the wrong place? It said mission completed. Yeah, you delivered it all to the right place? What? She's getting penalized for some reason for the contract. Oh no, you got it. Yeah, you got the money. Yeah, you got the reward. It said it was going to be minus, but you got the reward. Okay. So the screen said that you're not going to get it, but when you actually accepted it, you got the money. Okay. Weird. Weird. Hey, Chicken X. Chicken X. This is a multiplayer. It's not a server, but we're playing multiplayer right now, so you can join. And we could totally buy Big Buds right now if we wanted to. The mods are this map has got them on there. So we may purchase the Big Bud for this farm, but the way I'm playing right now is even when we're switching maps, I'm pretending we're still the same farm, so I keep all the money we made. So I'm working from a small little farm all the way up, so um, that's why we're playing with smaller equipment. But on our last map we were playing on even smaller equipment, and it'll just keep getting bigger and bigger. So Big Bud, I'm hoping we're on this map long enough to buy a Big Bud, but yes, I'm looking forward to playing with a Big Bud. So if you guys come and join and help us make money, you're not allowed to download maps. I don't understand. Why would you not be allowed to download maps? Like the game won't let you? That is weird. I'm not going to switch to a different map right now. We're kind of playing realistic mode where we have moved to this location. And we've waited a long time for this map and we're really enjoying it. So I'm not going to switch right now, but we will switch maps in the future where we'll sell everything on this map, take all the money we made, take it with us, move to the new location, and then play on that map. Come on. Plow it. There you go. If you're allowed to, because this map, it's not from a computer site. It's right on Mod Hub. It's oh, so okay, so Chicken X, when you go on Mod Hub in game, so are you allowed to download any mods in game? Because those would not have viruses. Those are in-game mods. If you got Big Bud, because that's an in-game mod, this map is an in-game mod. When you go to the mod screen, on the bottom there is a button that says show all mods. This map won't show up unless you click the show all mods. And then you have so much more mods when you click that show all mods. I know I was blown away when I first found that. I'm like, what? Hopefully that's helpful. You can get anything made by Giants. By Giant software. Well, this map is on Mod Hub. It's in Giants. This is part of the game. It's part of the Giants in-game mod. So it's not made by Giants, but Giants has okayed it. It's the map. The map was not made by Giants, but Giants has tested it and approved it for this game. So it is Giant software. Giants now owns this software. So anything in Mod Hub they've tested. Now the mods that you can go on different websites, that's a little bit different. Yeah, this is anything that you can download inside this game has been tested, and Giants now owns that map basically. Yeah, just make sure you hit that show all button on the mods on the underneath. But yeah, I understand your parents worry about viruses. As long as you're sticking to mods inside this game, you'll never get a virus. But if you're going to mods outside the game, it's very unlikely you would get a virus, but it has not been tested. So these in here have all been tested by Giants. It's actually quite hard to get a mod through. Um, that's why there are other websites with all these mods, because they can't get past the Giants' approval. They're really, really, really picky on what mods get through. Because I would love to be playing with a GPS mod, but I don't know. I've been thinking of downloading it. It's from a different website. I know it doesn't have a virus on it, but it's not an in-game mod. And I kind of wanted to stick with in-game mods with FS19. But yeah, we will definitely welcome your help in here, Chicken X. Why the name Chicken X? It has some personal reference in there. Because I had big hair, skinny, scrawny, long legs. My nickname by my friends in school, high school, became Chicken Man, which was kind of funny. Which always came in very handy too. When someone asked me, "You want to go fight?" I'm like, "No." "What, you chicken?" I'm like, "Well, yeah, my name's Chicken Man." "Of course I am." It was a humorous way of diffusing situations, because I didn't expect that. You're known as the Goat Man at your church? Okay, that's pretty cool too. You have 6 goats. 2 are not registered. What do you mean not registered? Where do you live, and do you have to register goats where you live? Okay, why is that plow not showing up for repair? There it is. Repair, yes. Whew, almost hit that sell button. We've never owned goats. We've had chickens, pigs, cows, geese, turkeys, ducks. Never goats. For ABGA goats, American Boer Goat Association. Interesting. I didn't know you could register goats. Oh, I'll have to pull the plow a little further ahead till we seed after the grass is there, it can be parked a little further back. So you're officially a American Boar Goat Association farm. Does the association only basically focus on boars and goats? Or do they have lots of other animals in there too, and they only started as boars and goats? Grass. Where is grass? There we go. So, the boar is a goat. Oh, the boar is a goat breed. Okay, so the association is basically focused on that goat breed. Okay, got it. Got it, got it. Cool. Interesting. Never seen your uncle's goats. Every time I see goat or think goats, I think goats on the roof in Vancouver Island. They literally have goats on the roof. The roof is sodden and there's grass growing on the roof, so they have goats grazing on the roof. Hence the place is called Goats on the Roof. There's a restaurant and farmer's market type of thing. Real tourist trap. What's that? Oh, we still love it. I have not ever eaten wild onion. I don't like onion at all. Well, I don't mind the flavor of onion. I hate the texture of onion. If that makes sense. I'm a big texture. I'm a picky eater as far as textures go. Like Jess was blown away when I ate watermelon in Belize. I'm like, watermelon in Canada doesn't have the right texture, the right flavor. It's just not right. Eat it fresh in Belize, all of a sudden like, hey, I actually like this food. Because the texture is right. It got picked at the right time. We will be hitting midnight soon. I'll lose a bunch of money. But I got a lot less of a loan this time. I'll lose a lot less money. I know you won't lose any money. You got zero loan. She is a smart cookie. But the way we started this map, I had to max out the loan. Because all 3 fields came as one. $500,000 just to buy this property. I agree with you, Chicken X. I like the flavor of bell peppers, but I can't stand the texture. And there's other vegetables and fruits like that. It's like the actual vegetable I like. I like the flavor, but the texture just... We got it. Nope, not quite. Little patch there. There we go. Got that. Untextured. I know my mom used to make jalapenos. And she goes, well, if you're never going to eat the pepper, she made them without the pepper. I'm like, no, but I want the flavor baked into the meat and the breaded outside or whatever. I want that flavor. Hey, Kenworth for life. I'm going to make a video for you. Just for you, Kenworth. I wanted that flavor baked into the food. I love that flavor in there. I just didn't like the actual pepper. Kenworth, I have a second camera, so it might be three weeks or so, but there will be a video coming for ya. It'll be my regular trucking video, but there will be a window inside of, or like a second screen, and that second camera will be pointed at the my speed gauge and my RPM gauge. So you'll be able to see what gear I'm in. We're talking about good food, Kenworth. Good food. And my dislikes. Last night I accidentally snorted grape juice up. Oh boy. You're supposed to breathe through your nose, not snort it. I figured Kenworth, you would appreciate a video where you can see what gear I'm in, what RPMs I'm running, what speed I'm running. Now, when I shoot that video, should I do it when I'm climbing a mountain, or going down a mountain, or just regular driving? Basically, if I was climbing a mountain, it would be low gears, moving. Going down a mountain, it would be high RPMs. No way, that's awesome. I might just be forced to buy the updates if there's B trains. There's B trains. Oh, I might be forced to. The reason I bought ATS was to learn how to drive big rig. And it worked. Because my instructor just goes, where did you learn to back up like that? I'm like, ATS? I learned how to back up a trailer into anywhere in ATS. friend that can cry milk. Yeah. Oh, there it goes. My loan interest, 2,162. Property maintenance, $5. Pressure washer? Only thing I can think of. I also learned how to scratch a brand new paint job in ATS, yes. That should be a thing. The truck should get scratches in them. Damage. Did it seed right through there? Yes, it did. Awesome. So the puddle will have grass growing in it. Favorite tractor brand? Oh boy, I am not the person that's loyal to brands. But, having said that, I do have a favorite. We're not playing with that tractor brand in this game at all. Played with it in the FS19. It's a mod that was not in-game mod. And my favorite tractor brand would be Versatile. Because that's what I grew up with in Manitoba. The big tractors were all Versatile. Versatile has been sold many times. It's not the original company anymore. It's been sold like 5 or 6 times. For a while Ford owned it, and a lot of the Ford big tractors, the original big not quad track, but the big center turning type of tractor were made by Versatile. They just put a Ford sticker on it and painted them blue. Favorite is John Deere. Ah, so you're happy with this FS19 with John Deere in it. Chip van trailers. Will there be a Super V chip van? Because that's what we run at Sutkus. Yeah, B trains. Yeah, I am really surprised that B trains are getting added to the map, because in the US, B trains are not popular. There's lots of laws about B trains. You have to have a special permit just to run the 2 trailers. Like, it's really neat that maybe they had enough people request them that they're adding that to American Truck Simulator, even though those trailers are illegal without a permit. Washington is coming soon. Yep. Washington does have more B trains, but even there I have to have a special permit to run in Washington with my Super B. I didn't know that at first. I got pulled over at the scale and he just goes, stopped me and goes, "Where's your permit?" I'm like, permit for what? I don't have a wide load. What are you talking about? And he goes, "I'm sure you've got a permit." I'm like, "Well, here's my book of permits. Feel free to look through it." He goes, "Right here. Here's your permit for running 2 trailers in Washington." I'm like, "Oh, okay." I had just been driving for like a few months in one of my first trips in the US. It's like, oops, I'm glad my company's taking care of me, because I would have just gotten a ticket. Now I know. Now I know what permits I need. Don't have access to that land. I backed up a little too far. Gotta be careful with that kind of stuff. Yeah, with Washington coming, I might be interested in updating ATS as well because I drive in Washington all the time. It'd be kind of fun to drive those roads in game as well. You're harvesting, you're mass harvesting barley. Barley, you can get the straw out of it after as well, right? I think so. You can get the straw swath, so you can make money from the harvest and from the straw. Same with wheat and oats, I think. The problem is that I spend so much money into ATS and then not play it regularly. You're too lazy to do straw, but you make extra money. Good money in the straw. Hmm? So to buy a bigger forage wagon if you've got the money. Okay. Not too much information about what trailers come to ATS as far as pictures show. Dry van B trains, a few type of chip vans, and you'll be able to piggyback T680s. Okay, what is piggybacking T680s? That's funny. Chicken X, Farmer Jill is talking about that. She really wanted to get into cotton. She just goes, it costs so much to get into cotton. Where did I have the Cedar Park? It's too dark. Can't see where I'm going. I'll have to check out some screenshots of Washington and trailers. Let's move that. Oh, so you could actually, so basically the front axle of the second truck is sitting on top of the fifth wheel, like in real life when they're transporting big rigs across the country. Got it. I wasn't sure what you meant there, but that makes sense. Okay, let's see what our... Oh, weeds. Yeah, I cannot weed that at night, so we'll have to wait till the day. Probably means I have to spray it instead of using the weeder, but the grass is partly ready over there on the outskirts. Okay. Field 2. I'm going to accept that contract. Wait, I don't have a cultivator. Let me check. I'm sure I don't have a cultivator. You're what? Chicken X says, tried once to first tried once. The cotton, the first cotton, one bale of cotton sold for 100. Wow. So we don't have a cultivator. I have no need to buy a cultivator. I've got no need to buy a cultivator. Okay. So if I did that, so you'd make 600 bucks for that field. And this one, you only make 1,000. It'd be 2,200 bucks. I'll do it. Freaking! I didn't borrow equipment. Okay. Failed. Whatever. I'll make 600 bucks. Where is that? I hit borrow equipment. You saw me hit borrow equipment, right? Why don't I have equipment? Apparently, it's still here. I already have active contract. Oh, let's collect that one. Okay. Borrow. There we go. Field 2. Farmer Joe just harvested Field 2, so she says her header trailer's in the way. Ah, that trailer. Got it. I don't know, 600 bucks, whatever. Nothing else to do right now other than weeding my own field, and I'm not weeding in the dark. Not with a GPS mod. And yeah, as of right now, I have no need to buy a cultivator because I direct seed. I don't know if I'll ever buy a cultivator. I think all the bigger seeders you can direct seed with. Oh no, maybe I'll need a cultivator if I want to seed potatoes and corn. I think there might be a need for cultivator for stuff like that. But right now, there's no need for it. Farmer Joe cleaning up after her field. I really like the texture of cultivating. Yeah, we don't cultivate, so it's a really cool texture. You can see the straw cultivated in there. Well, thanks, Chicken X, but I barely have enough time to play my own maps, so I don't really join other people's servers much. I would like to, but I work 60 to 70 hours a week, so I play the game on Saturdays and Sundays, lately every other weekend, but yeah, I'm a trucker. If you look at my YouTube, most of my videos are trucking videos. Every single day in the week there'll be a new trucking video of me talking while we're driving. Sometimes just riding with a lot of dead air. But yeah, I'm a long haul trucker. And I play this every weekend for a few hours. And then I don't want to spend all of my time off playing video games either. But I do this in the mornings to relax, or sometimes later on in the day to relax. Yeah, I guess I do it any time of the day. But yeah. If anyone else rides with me in the big rig, well, Farmer Joe, she rides with me in the big rig all the time, and I don't think she would say I don't need a can of fart spray. I'm lethal enough without the can. There's times where I've gotten out of the truck and she's gone, I'm gonna lock you out and you're staying out there. I believe you have to plow a field every third time. Every third harvest. I believe that's what it was in FS19. I don't know if I've paid enough attention in 19, but I believe it's every third harvest. But the company I work for, Setco, what's that? Yeah, no need to plow that little outside skirt until you plow the whole field. Um, we're actually not allowed to have passengers without them having insurance and without the company giving written permission. So Farmer Joe comes with, she's got written permission, and even then she's got to get new written permission every 3 weeks. Can't pick up any hitchhikers. Now I would make exceptions to those rules though. If there's another stranded motorist out there in the middle of nowhere in the winter, I'm not going to be picking up a hitchhiker, but I will do the Good Samaritan thing and pick up them and give them a ride to the nearest town. I don't think the company would say anything bad about being a Good Samaritan. There would be legal issues. There goes that horse again. I'm like, why is Farmer Joe circling me? Oh, she's riding a horse. Did you just drown the horse in the water? Is that what you just did? And I'm like, the horse went back to the stable just like that. He ran it into the bottom of the creek. I have a couple of times stopped and helped in emergency situations. Just sent a message. Farmer Joe usually does that for me. She sends a message on our satellite communication and goes, "Hey, we're stopping for emergency assistance. We're providing emergency assistance to another motorist." It's like we're out there on the road all the time. We have satellite communication in the middle of the mountains where there's no cell service. If somebody actually is not okay, I want to hit that emergency button to send emergency help. I think I've done that twice now, where I've been driving for a year and a half. I've only been trucking a year and a half, and twice I have hit that emergency button to send emergency help. The last time was when I hit the ditch and two other big rigs crashed, and so there were three of us crashing. That's how slippery the roads were. I didn't crash, I just hit the ditch. I just needed a little tow out. That was this winter. But the other guy crashed so bad he was bleeding everywhere, so I hit the emergency buttons to send emergency. Get him in an ambulance and get the fire trucks and get the police, because the way they were crashing, they was going to need a little extra assistance. And then the other time I did it, we were on top of the Paulson, and another motorist came flying up to me at the brake check and go, "Do you have satellite communication? A car just drove off the side of the cliff." I'm like, "Hit the button." Send emergency help up here. And that one was behind me. I can't go backtrack on a big rig, but hit that button and sent help up that way, and then we kept going down and we saw ambulances all headed up. Hey, yeah, Chicken X, that's only happened a little while ago. In the US, one of the states, a trucker had, what was it, ammonia hydrate or something like that. It was a like a dump truck filled with basically a bomb. And he noticed his brakes were on fire. So he called 911 and told him where he was going to be driving to a secluded road. And basically told police to try to get that road cleared out, and he was going to drive out of, because I think he was in a town. He was going to drive out of town, get the truck out of the way. And when he stopped, Armalite, yeah, something like that. It was very explosive. And it was in a dump truck. It wasn't a tanker, it was a dump truck. And when he stopped and jumped out of his truck, it blew up, killing him. So he died as a hero. He drove that truck to a secluded part of the highway, and I saw the picture of the crater it left in the road, and like it destroyed the highway. They would have killed hundreds of people in town. So I don't know, there's good truckers out there. There's bad truckers out there, but there's good truckers out there. I'm a huge fan of mandatory driver training for truckers. Right now in Canada, I don't know in the US what kind of training you need to become a truck driver, but in Canada right now, all but Ontario, there is zero, absolutely 0 hours of training required. No training at all required to be a trucker. All you have to do is take the road test, well, take the knowledge test, take the road test. If you can pass those two things, you're good. No education at all necessary. So if you watch enough YouTube videos and know exactly what to do in a pre-trip, and know well enough how to drive the truck to pass the road test, you can be a trucker. And there's a lot of feels actually longer the other direction. Yeah, that crater was huge. Huge crater in the road. But I went to school for trucking. This is less than 2 years ago. I went to school for a whole month to take a actual driving lesson to learn how to drive safely, because too many trucks out there, drivers don't know how to drive. They know how to drive it, they know how to move it down the road, but they don't know what to do in an emergency situation. My very first winter driving, I was a big snowstorm. I stopped to put my chains on. First time ever doing it. I went to school. I know how to put these chains on. There were other truck drivers pulling over going, hey, how do you put these on? I don't know. It's like, really? You don't know how to put chains on? And you're on the road? Like simple things. Hey Ross, man, how's it going? I am beat. You are beat. So yeah, I'm a huge fan of trucker training because I don't know if you guys heard the story of the horrible incident in Alberta where a truck driver on his very first trip out there by himself killed a busload of hockey players. Very sad story. No training, first time out there by himself. He survived, but he killed a lot of people. No training. We need training. There's a video of a truck carrying butane blowing up. Whoa, that'd be a big bang. Do you or do you not what? Yeah, I have a big field of oats. I would not plant, if I were you, I would not plant canola or oats because I will drive both of those costs down. Because I have a huge field of canola that will be ready anytime. Soybean I don't have seeded. Okay, got lots of comments here all of a sudden. First game was at 5. So I'm guessing baseball. First game was at 5 p.m. and the second was at 7:30 and didn't get over till 10 p.m. and then you had to travel home last night. Yeah, that would get you beat all right. Got home at 2:30 in the morning. Yeah, I bet you're beat all right. Hockey, Ross Bossman's a favorite or a fan of Canadian sport. It's not an American sport, it's a Canadian sport you guys stole. But yes, hockey's awesome. Okay, Kenworth. I heard that a truck driver who killed the bus full of hockey players. You heard about the story, yeah. In court, he pled guilty. He doesn't want it to be dragged through court. He doesn't want the families to have to go through more pain of him trying to prove his story. He seems like a nice guy. It's just that he didn't get any training and he made a mistake. So he is pleading guilty to everything. His life is pretty much over. So I feel sorry for him because the company just gave him a truck and said, go. So we need mandatory training. They find the company a lot of money too. Oh really? They didn't fine him over a lot?
I don't know, but one store had
Okay.
and like 5 minutes.
They need to find that company huge. But first, it's hard to find stuff when they need to change the laws so that companies are held more accountable for stuff like that. Like I took a full month of training at a driving school, full month, learning things that I'll probably never need to know, but learning all that stuff is important. And then the company I got hired with Sutco, they trained me another month. Our company has a really good training policy. And some drivers, our company trains for longer than a month. Some drivers only get trained for 1 week. So basically they depending on how much experience you have, they put a very experienced driver, a trainer, and they kind of there's a big checklist of things that you go through and make sure this driver knows. And if this driver has been driving truck for many years, it won't take long to go through that checklist. But until they are confident that you know what you're doing on the road, they will not release you into the wild by yourself. So I really like that about Setco. They kept me for a month and go, okay, we're going to let you loose, but you're going to get these really simple runs for the first bit. You're going to do this run over and over until you feel 100% comfortable with that, and then we'll start throwing you on the long haul stuff. No, Ross Bossman, I don't have to work today, but it's a beautiful day, and I'm going to go ride motorcycle. What's that? And shoot. Shoot at Jess's old cooking pot with a 22. Go to my brother's place and do some target practice. So no, I do not have to work today. I do not have to work tomorrow. I do not have to work on Tuesday. Because I have a 4-day weekend. Will I be on tomorrow? Maybe. Will I be on Tuesday? Not a chance. I might be on tonight too. I came on last night, but for most of you it'll be too late or too early, but I don't know if I will. But oh right, Farmer Joe's gonna look at some movies. Forget tonight. We're gonna go see a movie. Maybe. So yeah, the reason why I have a 4-day weekend, I requested Tuesday off. And then I just told my boss and goes, if you get a run for Monday, that's a short little thing I can do on Monday, I'll do it. But otherwise than that, just count me as Monday off as well. So, yep, I got Monday off. So the load I have loaded right now is going to Nampa, Alberta. Nampa. Way up northern Alberta. Way up there. It's like a 17-hour drive or something like that with the rig. So I will be oops, folding that up. I will be driving my solid 13 hours on Wednesday, that's for sure. Chicken X, I follow Walker Farms religiously. I guess maybe that's not a good term to use, because I am religious. But I follow Walker Farms. I watch all the videos. I'm watching the Big Bud restoration. I love watching that. What's that? Yeah, I'm gonna move the big rig tonight. I'm parked. My big rig right now is parked in a place where you're only allowed to park on the weekend. I got a feeling a lot of the local trucks are gonna move out tonight. And I can move the truck up. If there's no space to park it, I'll have to move it tomorrow morning before 7 a.m. because it's going into the shop for safety. Our big rigs in BC have to be safety twice a year, which is a good law. Have you heard of Undertale? No, I have not heard of Undertale. Don't know what Undertale means. Chicken X, you asked what my favorite brand of tractor was. You said yours was John Deere. I said mine was Versatile. Second on the list would be Big Bud. Yeah, Massey Ferguson's there too, but that'd be my favorite small tractor brand. I guess there'd be a difference between big tractor and small tractor. If it was a small tractor, I'm a huge fan of small Massey Fergusons. Big fan. Uh-oh, I'm confused. There we go. Okay, as soon as this contract is done, I think we'll call it a day. Need a break. And then, what's that? No, it can't rain outside. I'm going for a bike ride. It can't rain. Search up Undertale. I'll look it up. So Chicken X live stream these farming games every weekend that I'm at home. So every now and then, as a long haul driver, I'm not home for the weekend. But if I'm home for the weekend, I'll be streaming on Saturdays and Sundays about this time, give or take, depending. In summer there'll be less of it, but in the winter for sure. Oh, I don't need that anymore. Collect. Yeah, 600 and some bucks. 633. But whatever. It's less debt, so. Yeah, so I invite you Chicken X to join all the time. I enjoy conversation with you guys. You, Ross Bossman, Kenworth, Iron Thunder. It's on Steam for $7. Cool. You know what? I'll look at it right now. Undertale. Oh, Farmer Joe's busy. Wait till she's at a good spot to stop. See if we can find her. The game makes you emotional. Where is she? There she is. I'll be streaming at 1, maybe 2 hours. In about 2 hours. Okay, streaming at 1. Okay, 1 is your time, which means 11. So in 20 minutes from now? Ross Bossman, I will try to make it on there. I don't know if I will. If it's only in 20 minutes, I might make it for a little bit at the beginning. So Chicken X, if you want to watch more farming, check out Ross Bossman's channel in about 20 minutes. That's actually a nice little cedar. You leased it. It's a nice little cedar. Okay. No, I don't want to accept the contract. Save game. Quit game. Let's quickly look this up. Oh, right. Got it. Actually, quit the game. Now there's stuff playing in the background. This is an interesting game. I was looking at this FAR Loan Sales. That seems to be an interesting game. I thought of buying that one. Okay, let's check this out quickly. What was the game called again? Alright, Ross Bassman, hopefully I'll see you on your channel here in 20 minutes. It's kind of neat, actually. Very old school. Cool, I'll have to look into that. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. And we'll see you guys maybe tomorrow. I don't think I'll be on next weekend because of my run. I'm leaving Wednesday morning to go to Northern Alberta. I don't think I'll make it back home for the weekend. You never know, but I don't think so. So if I don't make it home next weekend, I'll see you guys in 2 weeks from now. So thank you guys. I'm Kenworth. I'm going to shoot that video for you this week. You guys are going to see some RPMs and I'll shoot it this week, but it might be because I'll have to edit, and I don't have time to edit, so it might take a couple weeks to, especially if I don't come home, take a couple weeks to get it all edited up and stuff. But yep, you'll be getting that video. So thank you guys for joining. You guys rock.